Hello, and thank you for joining us for this exclusive interview today with Kel Mitchell. Hi, Kel. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. How you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How's the weather at? Well, actually, where are you currently?
I'm in New York currently because I'm promoting Prank Day, my book. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I am on a press tour right now. So yeah.
that's great. How's New York
Mhm.
going?
New York is good. It was sunny about an hour ago. Now it's got a little cloudy. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
And you're also from Chicago, correct?
Yes, I'm from Chicago originally. Yeah.
Same here.
What?
Down
Let's
in the
go.
house. I'm
Yeah. What's that? I'm from Southside.
from the South Side as well.
Let's go. Okay, okay. That's what's up.
So I would like to introduce the guest. Kel Mitchell is a two-time Emmy-nominated actor and famed comedian of Nickelodeon's Kenan and Kel, All That, and Good Burger. Kel just released his sophomore book, Prank Day, on September 6th, so it's on sale now. Like I mentioned, he's from Chicago, Illinois, and he also serves as a producer and youth pastor. So, Kel, once again, thank you so much for joining us today at the AFRO.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, for my first question, what inspired you to start a career in acting?
Oh, wow. Okay, so that would go to my parents because when I was young, I was, a bit of a class clown, rambunctious, things like that. And, growing up on the South Side, they wanted to make sure I was, going in the right direction. So a lot of good programs that were out there. I remember I was in Taekwondo, Boy Scouts, all kind of stuff within the community art classes. But what really stuck was theater. ETA Creative Arts Foundation on the south side of the Chi. Changed my life. I went there for a summer, like a summer camp thing for acting. And then I was like, yo, this is what I need to be doing. This is awesome. And I started doing plays there, like, full out plays, like it became a job where I started doing it, actual plays put on there with adults and stuff like that. And I played a kid. Yeah, it was awesome. And I started doing plays there, and I started doing plays in downtown Chicago, Victory Gardens, Goodman, all those theaters. And I got noticed at a play that I did in Victory Gardens Theater called Eden.
Mhm.
And I got noticed in that play by an agent. Shout out to Aria Talent. They're Ford now, Ford Talent, Model and Talent now. But they noticed me out there and started going on auditions. My first gig was I was a model first, so that was first.
Wow.
But yeah, I modeled on the back of the Captain Crunch box, so I was on the Crunch Berries. I thought I made it at that point because everybody was like, "Yo, it's the kid on the Crunch Berry box." but but yeah, after that, going on a bunch of auditions, and then all that came along, and I auditioned for that and got the part on there. Yeah, yeah,
That's great. And
yeah.
have you always envisioned yourself becoming an actor and author? I know that you mentioned that you started as a model. So it's kind of in the same field, but there was a jump there.
Yeah, when I found that I loved, being in movies and being in TV and acting, when I found acting, because I used to watch a lot of movies and TV shows, but I never thought like, oh, I'm gonna be one of those people. You know what I mean? It was more of this was a good hobby to do. But when I started to really take it on as a craft, this journey of entertainment and this journey of life is just so beautiful. You know what I mean? I learn from everything, ups and downs in life, and I find the gratitude in things. And I'm just letting the Lord just do what He does. So when He gives me a creative idea or a path He wants me to go on, I might think as Kel, like, yo, how can I do that? How can that be possible? But when you trust in Him, it's all possible. So I just that's why you see me doing so many different jobs, that are coming out. But it's because the endurance that God gives me, and I'm just happy to still be on this journey and people digging me after all these years.
Yes. So I want to switch gears here, and I want to talk about your new book that came out. Can you tell us more about your new book, Prank Day?
Prank day. So I'm super excited about it. It came from an idea that I had where what if all the pranks you do on April 1st come true April 2nd? So now there's refrigerators running around, there's clowns coming out of toilets, there's spiders flying everywhere.
Mhm.
All of these pranks are true. And what if one of the pranks that you did could change your entire life completely? So that's what happens to Chase. I see you got it up there. So that's what happens to Chase in the story. And he has to figure out why this is happening. And there's a message in there too at the end where he figures that, if I just be myself, that's the real great thing about it, because he's going on this journey because he's trying to be something that he's not. And I wanted kids to like really understand that it's okay to be yourself, no matter how weird you might be, how wacky you might be. I was a weird kid as well, but it's just like, be yourself, be a trailblazer, do you, you know what I mean? And I think that's something that we need to let kids know, because there's so much comparison in this world right now, especially with social media. So, but yeah, be yourself. You define what's cool. Yeah,
Most definitely. And
yeah.
can you take us like through your writing process? How did you create the characters? How did you like essentially like create that plot?
All right. So, me in Chicago, I had big glasses and I was short. And so I wanted Chase to have my vibe. So he has my vibe a little bit, you know what I mean, from when I was younger, which is cool. He works in the well, he's not working, he's in school, in middle school, but he's in the drama, class. And so I play the drama teacher. I'm in here. You know what I mean? So Mr. Gino, he has like a cool vibe like me. And I obviously was in drama. I obviously went to theater classes, and so I put that in here too. I wanted it to be very diverse. I wanted my daughters to see themselves. I wanted their friends to see themselves. So you see a lot of different kids from different races in here, which I thought was very, very important when reading the book. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Representation matters, and also having that
Facts.
diversity. So your book is intended for kids and tweens, 8 to about 12 years old. Do you plan
12
on
year old.
writing another book for adults or teenagers?
Well, my first book, Blessed Mode, was definitely for adults and teenagers. That was a devotional book. Blessed Mode, it's about, getting ready for your day, preparing for your day, knowing that you can get through anything with God's help, and knowing that you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. And I did that book because there was a lot of mental health going on. People were dealing with a lot, and I wanted this to be a doorway into faith for people, to let them know, like, hey, if I just trust in God, I can get through this day. I can get through this struggle, this situation. And I don't have to respond in my emotions to everything. There's always a better way to respond. Yeah, that's why I did Blessed Mode. And we had like book trailer with that, music video. I put out a song with Blessed Mode. And we're going to do the same thing with Prank Day. You can see the same kind of vibe going on, where I also have a book trailer with Prank Day as well. So I'm loving this author thing. Like I'm really putting in my vibe of working in family entertainment and things that I like anime and cartoons and all that stuff. I'm putting in there too. Shout out to all the blurs out there. I'm really like putting that all in here. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And speaking of faith, you
Mhm.
mentioned that, and I can tell that that is important to you. You also serve as a youth pastor. Can you tell us about that?
I do serve as a youth pastor. It's one of those things where God has always been with me, and through my ups and downs. And the thing about it is that I had to recognize that He is always with me. You know what I mean? Because I started to do things Kel's way, making my own decisions. I grew up in the church. So I knew God, and there's always a knowing, but then there's also a relationship with God, and that's way different. And so I had to bump my head a lot. I had to make some mistakes along the way, but that's with everybody. And I had to realize, like, look, I need to go to God with everything, every anxiety, depression, whatever it is that I'm dealing with. I need to go to God and let Him give me that peace and that grace, and Christ did that in my life. And I have to renew my mind daily. I'm not perfect, so I'm renewing my mind daily, meaning going to Him every morning, protecting my family, protecting my house, protecting my wife with the blood of Jesus. You know what I mean? So it's so important to me. And so I will be doing a disservice to others if I didn't let them know about my journey through faith. And so what I was doing is that I was going around speaking, telling my, my life journey, telling my story to so many people. And this was before I was a pastor. And as I was doing that, it's a blessing to be a blessing. So things that I was hoping for, or things that I was dealing with, I would talk to others and hear their stories. And that was really deep too. And they were being set free. I was being set free because I understood that we're all part of the same family. And when you just do what God tells you to do and you just step out on faith, so many things can happen. And so he spoke to me within a prayer so deep, because it had always been like people saying, "You gonna be a preacher," and I was just like, "Nah, he gonna have to come down here, Jesus, and look me right in the face and say, Kel, you gonna preach," because I just wasn't, living like that. And what was really deep was that when I decided to say, okay, I'm gonna make it all about Christ, and I started to pray every day, I was meditating every day, and the Lord spoke to me so strongly and said, "Yes, I want you to preach." And he said, "I also want you to stay in the entertainment business while you're doing it, because you've seen so much in the entertainment business. They needed to. I want you to be a light. I gave you both of these things. So I gave you talent and creativity within the entertainment business and within, being a part of this worship. And so I want you to put it in both, because it's all me. It's all ministry." So that's what I do. That's what I'm doing, and it's not easy, but God gives me the endurance to do it all and fly back and forth and make it happen.
Yes.
I know that's a long answer, but yeah.
And what are some challenges that you have faced as an author? I mean, yeah, an author, an actor, or in your life in general. And how did you work to overcome these challenges, like in your life and in your career as well?
Getting in your own head, you know what I mean? Because we could talk ourselves out a lot of stuff just by going, "Oh no, I can't do that. I don't know about that." It can stop our journey of what God wants for us. The other thing is like, having that doubt. I dealt with that a lot. Also, forgiveness. That was something that was very hard for me too, because I used to be the type of person like, "Oh, you gonna do that to me? I'm gonna do that to you. What's up?" You know what I mean? But I had to realize forgiveness is so much more important. And you don't have to deal with toxic people. What you find out is that once you go, "Hey, you ain't gotta pull me into that negativity. I'm going to continue to stay in this light, and I'm going to have a positive mindset on this." And when you do that, you realize that toxic person, or whoever was you were dealing with before, is still in that same circle of that toxic living. And you're over here like, "Yo, nah, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going to let the Lord deal with you." So that was things I had to figure out too, as well, to keep your peace, man. So, and I tell that to everybody, like, really keep your peace, because at the end of the day, life is about choices and life is about love. And so love and choice is in there. And one choice can mess up everything. You know what I mean? But here's the thing about it is that, God gives grace. You know what I mean? We have grace. And so you can definitely get through it. There's always another day to be better than the day before. So that's the thing. And not hang up on like, "Yo, why'd I do that? Why'd I say that?" Nah, just say, "Hey, it happened. You good? Keep moving." Yeah.
I have to keep that quote. And what are some other upcoming projects that fans can look forward to in the future?
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I can't tell you the name of the movie because we're gonna be doing a big PR thing for it. But I just finished the Christmas movie that I'm super excited about. It will be out this Christmas, so I'm excited. So I have to come back and talk to you about the film. But yeah, you should be hearing about it real soon. Also, Prank Day is everywhere, available now. More episodes of Deliciousness on MTV. That's my other new show that I'm doing, the spinoff of Ridiculousness, are airing as well. And catch me every Sunday or at our Bible studies too, as well, at Spirit Food Christian Center. And yeah, we're just gonna keep doing this thing. Yeah.
And what is it like working as a producer?
I love working as a producer. It's super awesome. I love pre-production, the writing process, and then being able to see the characters come alive right in front of you, the beautiful meetings that you have. It really puts the whole teamwork together, and especially when you because I do a lot of independent films too as well. When you executive produce it, putting it all together from the start of it all is really awesome too. So I really enjoy producing. I love giving opportunities because I've been in this business for a long time. So it's really cool giving opportunities and giving advice to others. It's really cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And can we get a behind the scenes look at like what your book tour is like? Like how is that going?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you look at my Instagram at I am Kel Mitchell, you'll see me going to all these different news places, and just promoting the book, talking about the book, photo shoots, PR, it's been awesome. So yeah, I love doing it, and I love promoting the book and getting it out to everybody because it does have a good message within it. All my books do, all my stories that I write do. So yeah, and a lot of planes, a lot of jumping on planes. Yeah, yeah.
And I do have one more question for you.
Okay.
Off the record, what's something that you want viewers to know about who you personally are?
Off the record, a man of faith. You know what I mean? Someone that didn't give up when an obstacle comes his way, because there's many obstacles in life, and I didn't stop. I kept going. Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible with Christ. So, and I am a believer in that, and so I kept going. And I want people to know that about me and see that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can put that on record. That's a good one.
I'll keep that.
Yeah.
Thank you again for joining us. It's truly an honor to interview you. And to our viewers, don't forget to like, comment, and share this interview. This interview can be found on our Facebook page at Afro American Newspapers. Also, don't forget to go to afro.com to see recent stories and order your cookbook. We also have a live cooking show this evening. So tune in to see Aria. She will be making artichoke stuffed salmon, roasted asparagus, and sweet potato souffle.
Wow. That's awesome. I had to get some of that. Also, too, check out my app, Pray app. This is an app that I'm on. Yeah. So it's called the pray.com app. Go check it out. It's like com, but with praying. So check it out.
And head to Amazon to order Prank Day today. You can also go to Kel's website as well.
There it is. Hey.
Thank you again, Kel, for joining us. It's truly an honor.
It was an honor. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye. God bless. Peace.